Good morning and welcome to my channel. Today is the 12th of the 2nd, 2017. I think it's the 12th anyway. Can't check right now. A couple of little things on the news. I'm going to have to take you over because I have to read what I'm on about. But, yeah. Thing yesterday was I didn't load one up yesterday, and I might put my tea up because I did it at Charlotte's, but I'm rambling. I just wanted to talk to you a bit about on the news. In Brazil, you've got parts, I think it's parts of Brazil, where the law enforcement sort of pulled out basically with all the drugs and everything. They did have a crackdown and then they pulled back basically. And during that period, they've had a bit of an anarchy. So they're saying it was come up on the ticker tape, anarchy in Brazil. That's what made me look at it. Anarchy in Brazil, 120 dead. So they're killing each other, the gangs and stuff like that. They're all killing each other because the police have pulled out. So that's what's happening. There was massive riots, protest riots, whatever you call it. The biggest they've had for, they said, a long time anyway. But really weird to see. Like riot police, they're not quite like ours, but chasing down these little shanty towns, like little shacks, if you like, and more mud floor and all that sort of thing. Chasing them down there, and they was throwing tear gas at them, and they said it's massive down there. So, and I can't remember what they said. What they was on about now. Why they was protesting, but I think it's over corruption again. Sorry about that. There's been some toxic. I don't know which one to go to now. No, I'll keep going with what I was going to. And that is the Philippines. Philippines guy has shut down half of all the mines. Right, in the country. Stating through environmental purposes, saying we don't need this stuff. We've got a unique ecosystem here, and this is damaging the situation. And a lot of these mines are not meeting the criteria for safety and environmental rules and regulations, basically. And it's shut off them down anyway. But that they are the world's biggest nickel mining there, and they supply something like 8% of the world's nickel. And so that is going to have a serious effect, I would think, on prices of things that's made out of nickel, like stainless steel and batteries and things like that. So yeah, not immediately, obviously straight away. These things take time to knock on, but once their mines shut down, they're not easy to start up new mines in places like that overnight. These take a long time to plan and stuff like that. So there could be shortages in the pipeline. Do you know what I mean? So what else should I say? What else should I go on about? I might as well start off with some things I've heard this morning. One, this toxic gas that's in Hamburg airport, and they've evacuated hundreds of passengers, and they're not saying what it was or anything like that. You first think of that, you think of a dirty bomb or something like that, don't you? Or a terrorist attack of some kind, maybe even biological weapon. Could be, you won't know. These people could be infected with stuff and you would never know until it's too late and they've infected everybody else they've gone to. So you could create something like that in an airport, like toxic. They look like, and they go to the hospital and they go, oh yeah, say 50 of them. I think 50 of them's gone to hospital, breathing problems and stuff like that, burning eyes and stuff like that. But the thing is, they could have breathed in that temporarily, but oh yeah, it's just this, but they've breathed in viruses or, smart dust pathogens, all sorts of things can affect you from the inside out, really. And if it's a disease, it can incubate inside you, and you can also spread these things. So, perfect place to do it is in an airport, because these people are probably all off to different places in the world. Do you know what I mean? And they're all going to be separated when they get there. That in an airport where it's going to, do you know what I mean? Where it's going to get spread, more people from all over the place, and they'll be allowed to get back on their flights and go back home in. And that's probably 20, 30 countries all in one go. I mean, I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying it's possible. So these things are worrying. But anyway, it looks like it's a bit over now, and they're going to start letting them back on the planes, I think. They'll probably say it's just something with the air conditioning, some ammonia got in, someone put some wrong stuff in the cooling, or whatever it is, I don't know. But they'll make some excuse. Or they'll say it was a minor terror attack, it was just designed to disrupt more than kill. Do you know what I mean? So, but anyway, North Korea has fired another ballistic missile, and it's just below the one Trump said he wouldn't put up with, because it won't actually reach America, this ballistic missile, but it is prerogative, and North Korea's doing these missiles. It's all part of the game, it's all part of the picture. He's just playing his part, you're just watching it unfold, I'm afraid. But that's a nice development there. Well, it's not a nice development, but it's something's going to go on there. Something's going to go on because their technology, North Korea, they need to keep this stuff going. They need to test these missiles because they sell technology to Iran, to be fair. Missile technology to Iran. And they're only, North Korea's only one little bit stage away. They're probably already there, having a missile that will carry a nuclear payload and reach America. So, not that it'll ever get there, because there's too much interceptions going on. Do you know what I mean? They'd be wasting their breath if they tried to fire a nuke at America from there. Do you know what I mean? It'd be crazy, suicidal. But it is math, do you know what I mean? He's just a puppet as well, that North Korean guy. So anyway, I won't go into too much detail, I'm going to keep it sweet and short if I can. They keep calling for change, forced change. They need forced change because there's no gay premiership players, really. But it's not exactly that, but they're calling for, they get a lot of gay chanting at football matches. Do you know what I mean? Like homophobic, they said homophobic chanting or homophobic opinions. They want it banned. So, what are they saying? They're going to ban homophobic opinions. You can't help the way you feel. If you feel that way, you feel that way, and you shouldn't be trying to tell people what they can and can't feel anyway. Do you know what I mean? So, I don't know, it's just a slippery slope of just taking away people's voices if they want to say something. I'm not saying it's right, do you know what I mean? But I think people should be allowed to say what they like, because then, if it is ridiculous and stupid, people see for what it is, Do you know what I mean? By banning things, makes it sound like you don't want us to hear it because of why. We can make up our own minds, can't we? You know what I mean? So I don't like the idea of banning speeches and stuff like that. But anyway, so just a quick one. And sorry I haven't done many, but I'm going to try and catch up a bit if I can. Just been busy again, so it's busy all the time. So thanks for tuning in, and thanks for upvoting me, and see you again soon. Bye.